ko Peter Richardson tōna ingoa. I te hanuere 2019 I mate ia I konei. Koinei te wāhi I whānau mai ia ki te ao. Koinei tōna kāinga tupu.
So you're talking about his testicular cancer that he suffered, yeah?
I don't know. I knew he had full-blown kidney cancer, but I suppose you think about it now, I knew he got his ball bag out, but I didn't know he had a cancerous ball bag, you know.
No taua tau tonu I mate ai ia, I whakaputaina ai e te ope kātua, te mahere e whakātu nei I te rere o te pūhanga matu mauroa. Nā ko nā, I mārama ai te whānau ki te nui o te whenua ko tā hawahawatia ki Ōhākea.
Pērai ki te kōrero o ngā tohunga o tēnei kaupapa. Ka u te tani whānei, I roto I te whenua, I roto I te wai, he pauri.
It's not just 3M or DuPont who are responsible for PFAS pollution. There's about a dozen companies that have produced PFAS around the world. Highly concentrated levels have been found in Europe, Japan, and Australia. It's become a multi-billion-dollar problem globally.
So PFAS are called poly and perfluoroalkyl substances. That's quite the mouthful. The fluoro in that name is the real key to some of their properties. So they have something called a carbon-fluorine bond. It's a really strong bond, and it's hard to break. And so they stick around for a really long time, and that's why we call them forever chemicals.
Well, it's quite a regular occurrence happening. You know, I think back, and that's what I do remember seeing, that they'd go to a certain area, or not, you know, and be spraying all this stuff out, and it looks sort of like foamy stuff.
We'd be lying in bed looking out the window at this big plume of smoke as skids. You don't realise that fire crews, what they were putting it out with. You had no idea that it was flame retardant or whatever they called it, that it was going into our water. No idea.
The American defense knew about the contamination risk since 2001. This is like 25 years ago. And that the PFAS-based firefighting foam would disseminate into the environment and accumulate and remain stable. They knew that 25 years ago.
Hei tā ngā tuhinga I ki te tuatahitia te matu maurua ki konei I te tau 2015. Engari, I whakamōhio noatia ngā hapuri Māori I te tau 2017. E rua te kaumā ono marama, ki muri.
It was actually in 2016 when we learnt that through a who he held with the residents, with Ōhākea, that there was a contamination here. Dad was still alive then.
E hara I te mea ka uia noatia te pātai, engari kia ia, he wero tēnei te mana o te iwi, hei kaitia ki kātahi, hei hoa tiriti ka rua.
There was never an approach to iwi, particularly. It was more a community response. Our Māori whānau were just part of that.
Everything's been done around us, not with us. And then when we advocate to be able to be heard, it's way ahead. Like, everything's way ahead and we're way back there and we feel like we're holding everything up.
I tā te uiuitanga I te rōpū whakamana I te tiriti, me te kai whakahaere ratonga taiao o te ope kātua me Robert Owen, I te whai whakaaro kē rātou, kia kaua rātou e whakaputa I te pānui whakamōhio mo te rua tau. Hei tā Ngāti Parewahawaha, ka noho mai te tā rewatanga o te pānui whakamōhio, hei papa mo tā rātou kreme.
New Zealand Defence obviously made a contribution, but we won't be the only hapu or iwi impacted by this, because this chemical that they were using has been used on all of the defence sites and I suspect all of our commercial airports. And so we wonder what the journey is that all of those iwi and people and communities are on in terms of addressing this. It certainly has impacted on our natural gathering, food gathering sites. So places like where we might have gone to get watercress, or we just can't go there now.
Hei tā Ngāti Parewahawaha, e hara I te mea, he take tā wahawahatanga anake tēnei, engari ko te whakawhanaungatanga, kua motukia.
We've had to meet on many things, Terina. We don't have degrees behind us on our names, but we know the waterways. We know how everything is. We know where the wāhi tapu and things. So, you know, for me it's like we need to be just treated with the utmost respect. Te tapu o te tangata. Ki te oki o ki ngā o ngā tangata
Ka whakahihi mātou I o mātou whenua. Ka whakahihi mātou I o mātou maunga, I o mātou aua, I o mātou here ki te whenua. Engari tēnei āhuatanga, he ua te whakahihi I tēnei āhuatanga. Nā uia mai te pātai, I ahu mai koe I hea, I ahu mai au te whenua ko pirau. Kāri te pai. Hei? Ka whakamā I tēnei āhuatanga. Ka rongo I te riri, me te kore tino mōhio ki hea whiua I tērā riri.
If you go back to 1840, the time of the treaty, this hapu were in possession of over 100,000 acres of land, and this land, 100,000 acres, was lost except for some tiny, tiny reserves. So what we're talking about now with this particular block of land is one of the very last vestiges of assets for these people. It's about all that is left. And this is the area that is now being compromised.
Ko te puhanga matu maurua PFAS tēnei, e rere nei I te wainuku. Ai ki ngā mahere, ka pūmau te noho tēnei matu mo te kotahirau e rima te koutou. Engari, e ai kia Peter Darrell me te whānau, kaore rātou I te kite I tērā.
It's moi to have this whenua back. This was Taratoa's land. Our Karaua, who was placed here by Waitohi to look after this side of the awa.
He konei tāua ki te taho tēnei puna wai. Ko te kōrero rā, ka ora te whenua, ka ora te tangata. E pēhea ana o kariaroto mō tērā kōrero.
He Pauri. Mō ngā tau ke te hima. He Pauri. He kino. He wai kino. Koe nā te mama e. Hara tau mā, kia mātou o noia.
The Crown says that the plume is heading south, but that's contradictory to what you and the iwi have found here.
Well, this is directly west from Ōhākea, not south, so there's been results of positive PFAS detected in this puna and other areas west. So, no, it's not heading south at all. It's probably everywhere now.
I tā te iwi rā mōhio ki te tā wahawahatanga o te whenua me te wai, ko te wai inu kei te tihi o te whakaro. Ko Ian McCowie tētahi o ngā tāngata I whai wāhi ki aua wānanga, he koro matua ōmua mō manawa tū. He mema pāremata ōmua, he tangata no tēnei rohe.
So firstly I was conflicted obviously, because I was in the government at the time, and I was also, well, technically I wasn't in the government, I was an MP in the party that was in government with all of the neighbours around here, and we had a number of meetings at Ōhākea, and so I think the government moved clearly to fix the water supply of the people that lived here.
Ko tahi te pātai e toi tonu ana, ko te kaha o te paerewa wai inu PFAS o Aotearoa. I tēnei wā, neke atu I te tekau mā whitu ngā wā teitei ake te paerewa o Aotearoa I te paerewa whaimana o Amerika.
When we now realize that some of the PFASs may be as toxic as dioxin, a limit of 70 ppb in water is way too high.
Some of our whānau around here, for them to sell their whenua has been quite gut-wrenching really, but because they've been unwell, they really had no choice. But we haven't been able to talk to them further about matters because of the NDAs that they've signed with the Defence Force.
E ai ki ngā kōrero kua pā mai ki a mātou o te ao Māori News, I haina kirimana matatapu ētahi o ngā kaihoko whenua, kia kaua rātou e kōrero ki te tūmata nui.
Hei tā te rōpū roia, koinei ētahi o ngā take kei mua I te rōpū whakamana I te tiriti o Waitangi.
The Crown has an obligation to actively protect Māori land and Māori whenua. In this case, we have a situation in which the Crown has failed this obligation. Additionally, there's also the harm that's come from this. We're learning more about as we go about the harms that are potentially there and the risks that people face. And so that compounds the issues.
We did get support for our water scheme. It was David Parker at the time and our local Manawatu District Council that pushed that. So, you know, when they say that things have been done, I honestly don't. We haven't received an apology.
This is not just the land that is at risk here. It's the whole community. It's about the community that has survived from a land of great loss. So we need closer examination of the facts than might ordinarily be the case. That's all I wish to say.
And you're confident?
Confident?
Yes.
Of what?
Of what you're presenting.
Oh, absolutely. There is nothing that I said that anyone could challenge.
E hara tēnei te raruraru mō ngā tau e heke mai nei, he raruraru mō ngā whakatipuranga kē. Mā wai tēnei take e kawe.